Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy Dude GTS, and today I'm making a video. Actually, I was gonna say it's a different video, but I made a couple of videos of this nature on my channel before. But I really hope you guys enjoy it, and today I'm just gonna be talking about kind of like motivation and being a motivator and motivating other people and being, captivating people with your thoughts and your ideas, because I feel like in general people seem to be really kind of closed-minded towards a lot of different things, and a lot of people seem to not take other people's advice very seriously, because in my opinion any advice is good advice, because either you get good advice and it works out for you and it works well, or you get bad advice and you find out it doesn't work for you very well. So in the future, when you get that same advice, you realize that, or you already know that, that inevitable thing that happened to you where you realize that that wasn't good advice. You realize that already, so you don't make the same mistakes. And I feel like people are closed-minded in that respect, and I feel like people don't do enough of like existential thought. And I use that word a lot, existential, and people always ask me what it means, because I use it kind of a lot, not really, but you know what I mean. I use it a decent amount, and people ask me what it means, and basically, well, the definition of it is basically like trying to find your purpose and using your own thought in an irrational universe, and it's something like that. And in a nutshell, basically what that says is just you should kind of try to find your own thoughts and try to formulate your own opinions, to find a purpose in your life, and to the overall goal might not always be finding a purpose in your life. It might be more than that. It might be less than that. It might be, defining your future. It might be, walking the dog. You could use that existential thought at any point in time. But I feel like people get that kind of thing mixed up. And what I mean by that is people have a thought from like a young age, that something is what it is, and they get it stuck in their head. And when they realize, sometimes when you have that thing that you have in your head for such a long time, like for me, it was actually earlier today, even to have a good example. I was listening to this song called It Ends Tonight by the All American Rejects, and I used to listen to this song all the time when I was younger. This was like when YouTube first came out. I was listening to this song, and it was a really good song. And in the chorus it says, "When darkness turns to light, it ends tonight." And basically I just thought it ends tonight because he repeated it a few times. It just meant, something is ending that night. I just kept thinking that, and for the longest time, and I'm someone who pays attention to lyrics in songs a lot, like nowadays, and I really, kind of like to understand the true meaning behind it all. And what I didn't realize is when it says before it ends tonight, it says when darkness turns to light. So basically what it actually says is the darkness turning to light is what ends tonight, as opposed to something ending tonight. And I just never, something so simple, I just never realized it because of my, that kind of preconceived thought, because I've been listening to the song for so long, and when I was a younger kid, not as intelligent, whatever, I thought, that's what it meant. And it was just kind of like, it was kind of a wake-up call for me, in the sense that like I realized that I'm kind of making these preconceived, I know it's not a big deal, I'm not insulting anybody with it, but I'm making these preconceived thoughts in my head, and I'm not thinking about things through the way I should. And that's kind of the same concept as where I think people get existential thought messed up, because they think that these things come naturally to them. They don't think enough. They think that when it's something is nailed into your head, it must mean it's true. It must mean that it's really left an impact on you, which means it must mean it's true. And that's not always the case. And I feel like people don't do enough of that kind of thought, and they don't do enough of, thinking and open-mindedness. And I see people on YouTube, and I feel like this is like a direct correlation, and this is kind of what inspired me to make this video, where they say, they say something really motivational and really helpful and really true or thoughtful and nice, and people just seem to like, then at the end they throw out a disclaimer like, "Oh, I don't claim to be a motivator or motivational or anything like that." What I don't understand is why you don't embrace it. When you say you're not trying to be a motivator or motivational, that's just like, number one, it's a lie, but also like you're making it sound like being a motivator is a competition, and that's not true at all. Like I don't have near the impact that someone like FaZe Sensor, FaZe Rain, any of those guys have, but if I know I can help someone, and if someone tells me I gave them a great piece of advice, you know, of course it's going to make me feel good. It'll make anybody feel good, but it also makes me realize that I motivated that person, you know. I motivated, whether it be, you know, getting over your first breakup, you know, or something even more. Like, I've helped older people with things, you know, because the cost of living is so difficult. I give people advice that are like 10 years older than me. And, you know, it's nice to know that, like, if you have that in you, you can, you know, kind of display it and you kind of rub it off on other people. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. And that's nothing to be just because someone has more of an impact than you because whatever, you know, they have, you know, maybe they have deeper thought than you, and they could be more inspirational, or they have like a fan base where they're on a platform that they could be more inspirational. Don't make it a competition. If you can make someone's day better, then do it. Why not, right? Why the fuck not make their day better? Why the fuck not make their life better if you can? And why the fuck not be proud of it, right? That's kind of what I never understood, why people never try. You have to try to embrace the good things. People complain about today's society being like bitchy and whiny and drama filled. It's because we don't embrace the positives enough, but we kind of harp on the negatives a lot more. And that offset is more catered towards negativity now, because people don't embrace the positive actions that other people do. And if you're watching this video and I've inspired you in some way, shape, or form, then great. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with that. And I'm gonna be a realist. You know, like I'm realistic about it. If I was able to help someone with their life, I'm gonna feel good about myself. I'm not gonna pretend like it's a competition or anything like that. And like this people inspired millions, and I only inspired 2 people. You know, it's not a competition to me. I just do it because that's one kind of preconceived existential thought you should have, is to be nice to other people, because that's something that you should always do. Because I know some people, you know, what goes around comes around. They look at it as a religious thing that doesn't make sense and it doesn't actually work. But you know what, you should believe that it works, because think about it if you go to a store and you steal a pack of gum or something, and then you come home and your mom bought you that same pack of gum as a gift. Are you gonna feel as good about having that gum that your mom gave you as if you would have just came home and after a hard day at school and not stolen from the store and gone home? No, you'll feel like shit. You'll feel guilty about it. It's kind of the same thing that I'm going on about here, because, like, you know, the more positive you are to other people, it's going to feel that much better when you get positivity back. And generally speaking, you will get more positivity back if you're not a dickhead, right? So it just kind of makes sense to me. So yeah, I don't want this video to drag on too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to leave a shot here at the end. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. It's been Do GTS, and I'm out. Hey guys, just for 1 second, I want to let you guys know I don't have a clip at the end of the video, but if you probably noticed, there were 2 hit markers I got and a failed quad kill cam. So, you know, kind of funny that I'm talking about positivity in the video and that happens, but I guess those are the clips for the video, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Again, peace out.